All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Go ahead and start. Hopefully the connection doesn't go bad. But anyway, actually I was writing this three a little details on it. It's about crackers and their pathology. And you know what's funny? I was at the library and I was writing this piece. I had a couple of books. Checked out a couple of books from the library. One book. I'll show y'all one book. And actually, this is the book that I'm gonna actually use in my blog that I'm about to do. Hopefully I'll be able to do it tonight. If not, hopefully tomorrow. But I wanted to give y'all a little idea. If I could reverse this camera so you can look at the book. Here we go. This book right here, Buried in the Bitter Waters, the hidden history of racial cleansing in America by Elliot Jameson. Hey, how you doing, Stephanie? Good evening. Nice of you to join. Yeah, I take it you're the only person in here thus far. Yeah, so this is actually I read a little bit of it thus far. It's actually pretty interesting. This book actually goes into the pathology of Caucasoids. You know what I'm saying? In this other book I just picked up from the library, Jim Crow Wisdom, Memory and Identity in Black America Since 1940 by Jonathan Scott Holloway. This book seems like it's pretty good too. And you notice now the Jim Crow Wisdom book is more about how government policy coincides with Caucasoids and their pathology and how they view us non-white people and how they treat us non-white people and have been doing it for years. It didn't start in 1940 though. It started way before 1940. So so this is a 400 500 year thing that these Caucasoids have been doing towards us non-white people. Yeah, let me get into a little bit of what I've written. Here. And I know, and I'm sure some of y'all wondering about the title, especially the word crackers, because that's what these Caucasoids are, crackers, especially the ones who had contributed to the oppression of non-white people. You know what I'm saying? So the melanated people who are still under oppression at not or Caucasoids are bad. This video is definitely for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, y'all have to understand is that Caucasoids are naturally evil. You know what I'm saying? Which was given to them by their father, the devil. And also, look at this. Why would the Most High choose these Caucasoids as the chosen people in which they can't handle sight? This question is why the Most High chose us, melanated people, as his chosen people. Because we can handle sunlight. We are the only beings who are 100% human and 100% God. And we are indeed the gods of civilization. Without us, nothing would have never been made. Now I'm going to explain to you about why we're 100% human and 100% God. First of all, we're the only beings on this planet who have all human DNA, in which we're made out of atoms and molecules. Also, every melanated person has 6 protons, 6 neurons, and 6 electrons, which is the original meaning of 666. 666 doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with the mark of the beast that these Caucasoids written in the so-called Holy Bible, which is not really holy to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But those of y'all who are against religion and white Christianity and white Jesus, y'all feel what I'm saying on that. So and the whole 100% God thing. Reason why I say 100, why we're 100% God is that we are the original. We are the first people to ever been created on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Not these Caucasoids. And these Caucasoids, they know that. They know that. So they had to create a system in order to gain an advantage over us. Because if they didn't create a system in order for them to gain an advantage over us, they would not survive. They would not survive here. They'll be so oppressed. They'll feel so oppressed that they'll be killing themselves or killing each other or trying to find a way to kill us. Not just to kill us, but to overthrow the system that we created. You know what I'm saying? Which probably would pretty much be impossible. Which is why they created this system of white supremacy. So they don't have to worry about being oppressed or threatened by non-white people. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that we're powerful beings, and that we're the Most High's first creation, His perfect creation. You know what I'm saying? So they had to go through all of these. So these crackers had to go through all of these mechanisms in order to keep us oppressed. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to have a unfair advantage over us. You know, and it's synonymous. It's synonymous as to why current events are showing that they're not as superior as as they think they are, as they as and they know deep down inside that they're not superior to us. They know they can't win against us. They know that their system is crumbling down. So they're resorting to these desperate measures in order to keep their system of white supremacy intact. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that we're 100% God, because they know our power. They know that if we ever separate from them and have our own businesses, their businesses will go out of business. They'll be so depressed that they will hook themselves on opioids or go out and kill their own people if they can't find any black people to kill. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, Elder? Good to see you in here. Yeah, so that's why I say that. That's why I say that we're 100% God. And like I was saying, without us, melanated people, nothing would have never been made. I mean, nothing would have never been made. Caucasoids would not be able to survive. And to this day, these Caucasoids still don't practice proper hygiene. I mean, shoot, you can either ask the sisters who are in these dorm rooms who have white roommates, these Caucasoid roommates, and they'll tell you that they don't even use a washcloth. They put their fingers in between. They use their fingers to wash their fingers with soap and wash their vaginas and stuff. I'm like, oh no. They don't even use a washcloth. And I noticed the white men, they use these what's these 2-in-1 uh uh um what they call 2-in-1 shampoo things where it washes your not just wash your hair but also wash your body too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just use that, to wash your body, and they probably rub their hands all over it and stuff like that. You got to use your washcloth and some soap. You know what I'm saying? In order to properly wash yourself. You know what I mean? That's something that the Moors had to teach these Caucasoids how to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, so, so basically, this is how we have to this is why we have to understand these crackers and their pathology. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they can't survive without us. This is why they need us in this country, which is why they won't let us separate, huh? And have our own businesses and have our own schools and so on and so forth. They want us to integrate. And integration has become a major mistake. Martin Luther King didn't realize it until it was too late. Until everything went on through, was fully enforced and intact. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he changed. He was like, "Oh man, I got to undo this." But unfortunately, it was too late, and he ended up getting assassinated for it. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to those coons that were with him during the civil rights movement, he ended up being assassinated because them coons ended up aligning themselves with the system of white supremacy, which is run by these government elites to assassinate Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, starting from 19 and that was a threat to the white government elites. He was starting to become a threat to the system of white supremacy rather than being a friend to the system of white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so let me read the rest of this what I got why I got y'all here. And these are the same people, these Caucasoids, who hype this system they call white supremacy. Their system of white supremacy requires non-whites and women to be subservient to these male Caucasoid crackers. Their system of white supremacy is all hence the book that I was showing out earlier, and I'm gonna show it again. His racial cleansing in America. Here's the book by Elliot Jackson. The system of white supremacy is a driving force of why Caucasoids have deluded themselves into thinking they are more superior than non-whites. And this is all I pretty much written for right now. Then I'm gonna be putting on this blog for WordPress on WordPress. It'll be pretty soon that I'll be working on it. Yeah, these current events are really showing crackers in their pathology. You see how they're killing each other. Look at the Parkland, Florida incident. You know what I'm saying? Look at other incidents. The Parkland, Florida incident is one out of 18 school shootings we have had this year. It's probably more than that now. I think it was January was like 18, something like that. I think it was like 11 or 18, something like that, just in January alone. You know what I'm saying? So these Caucasoids, they're really hurting themselves. They know they're hurting themselves, but they are so stubborn and and Caucasoids like Jared Taylor and Richard Spencer, those two guys, they rallied their troops, rallied their people together to ensure this system of white supremacy stays intact. See, they not just don't want they not just don't want to control things. They want to win. And what they mean by winning is by to ensure that non-whites and women are subservient to these white males, these white Caucasoid males, and to deport whoever is not a citizen in this country. So that's like their main goals. And I don't know if there are people really feeling that. And if they are, they're not explicitly saying that, which is why most of them are not coming out and say, I support Jared Taylor or I support Richard Spencer, so on and so forth. They're not saying that. They're being quiet. They're being complicit. You know what I'm saying? And these Caucasoids who are against this, who are against what Richard Spencer and Jared Taylor is saying, they need to come out. They need to come out and start speaking out against them. They need to come out and start speaking out against them to ensure their agenda doesn't go through. Personally, I don't even think their agenda is really going to go through because too many of these Caucasoids are dying as it is, whether they dying for the flu, dying from school shootings, dying from being burnt by the daggone sun. If they do the simple things like wash their tails properly, like they're supposed to, and start acting human, get what you not washing their tails. You mean yeah. They really don't practice proper hygiene, you know. So that's really all I want to say on this video, and I'm gonna upload this also on Black Junction as well. So if y'all have Black Junction TV, Mr. Superboy 223. I was automatically subscribed to his backup channel. I didn't even know I was subscribed there until I typed his other channel name up. I didn't even know that I was already subscribed there, which was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube has been working overtime to try to silence our black voices. You know what I'm saying? So, but we still gotta keep. We can't let that. We can't let that hinder us from speaking out. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we have Black Junction. You know what I'm saying? Because in case YouTube decides to delete our video, so you probably could still view it on in case if they do try to delete it next video. All right, peace.